few words about what happened in the last couple of months and where we're going to. I also would like to introduce you my wife Zoe, who is the second founder of Rockster and Rockster's mummy. And we're here today to give you a bit of an update about Rockster.
So hi there everybody. Most of you obviously know about the background of the world in consumer goods and in dogs and pets and the humanization of pets, which is now a global phenomenon. It has led to the premiumization of products, not only from food, but also in the non-food category as well, and in services for animals, specifically, mainly dogs. That market is growing now exponentially to, it's estimated to be over 200 billion. Some estimate that actually that number will be reached next year. And pretty much half that market is North America. To give you some idea, the entire of Europe, including Eastern and Western Europe, and including Russia, is roughly $29.7 billion, to America's number, which is anywhere between, depending on who you listen to, 70 and 95 billion, to put that into context. And as a company, we've taken, I think, a strategic decision, which is the American and North Canadian and Australian markets are one language, one packaging, one marketing message, one Instagram.
We have presented Rockster a couple of weeks ago for the first time in Orlando at Global Pet, which is the biggest pet fair in the United States. We created for America a complete new packaging. It's still mirroring the idea that we're printing on the can, so it gives you the sort of luxurious look, mirroring the quality of the ingredients inside to the outside, but now basically in line with American regulations and the FDA, the APHIS, and all these 25,000 different bureaucratic hurdles that we had to take over the last 12 months. But there are new recipes, it's a complete new product. We've also launched, you can see here, the super treats. There are more flavors to come, but for the time being, as Zoe just said, we are concentrating mainly on the American market and to get America right. Many of you know a little bit about Rockster. Especially in America, we're selling the European luxury to the American market, the best of the best from Europe, the made in Germany, the ingredients, the superfood idea. We have a brand which has an authentic DNA. Rockster is a real dog, it's a real story, it's a story of our lives in the end and Rockster's life. When we went out, we created a product that basically has never been on the market before in terms of quality of the ingredients and also the health benefits that it has. The brand is a very international brand, it has a global appeal. Also in America, we signed a distribution deal with Philips Pet Food, which is America's biggest nationwide distributor. Philips, as I said, just said it sells nationwide. We're starting in 32 different states in the next couple of weeks. That means in terms of point of sales, anywhere between 250 and 400 point of sales at the start. And Philips has identified up to 6,000 point of sales, which could be carrying Rockster in the near future. As I just said, we launched at Global Pet in Orlando. We have pre-orders from about 250 to 300 stores already, and that's excluding a very big chain in California. These are the new cans and the new tastes. We have new now Chickenrella and Duck à la Royale, with new recipes. Chickenrella is a taste of St. Moritz, Switzerland, and Duck à la Royale is a taste of Paris. It's bio-organic duck, respectively bio-organic chicken, and the reason we chose chicken is because in America no one has a chicken that is not full of chemicals and GMO manipulated ingredients to raise a chicken quicker and make them bigger, look bigger. And you've probably seen in America, you get this beautiful chicken breast, but when you cook them, there's more water coming out than there is protein inside. So that's why our partners in America are very keen to have a European bio-organic chicken, which is automatically USDA organic. Due to equivalence agreements the European Union has with the United States. Here you see all 8 recipes now. The 2 new recipes are also now in the smaller 200 gram cans. We still have the Bio in Europe, the Organic Food Federation, the USDA Organic, and the Rockster Bio logo here. A little bit of humanization of pet food. Pets becoming more and more our best friends. We're basically humanizing them more and more every day. And we as pet parents, we can't say owners anymore because that's politically not correct. We want to mirror our diet also in the dog's diet. We have basically all our products are free of genetically modified organisms. They're grain-free, they're low-carb. So we're ticking every box in the humanization of pet food. Rockster is one of our specialties when we set out is the health of the gut microbiome. We are completely on the labeling, completely transparent of all ingredients. We give 100%. And when we launched in America, they were looking at us because it's illegal in America to basically mention 100% of the ingredients. And we said, but we are transparent, we have nothing to hide, and we want to give you a complete list of what we put in so you know what your dog is eating. We found a way to hide it in the text on the back, but we couldn't put it in the composition. So there's sort of legal ways around it. We are a raw food alternative, absolutely. We are a designer pet food. If you look at the cans, they stand out in every shop and shelf they are. We are having our snacks now, which are fantastic, and you can have them in your pocket. They're non-greasy, and you can take them as training or treats or as a gratification treat. And we are basically coming with supplements and more superfoods in the very near future. That's basically a bit about America. We will be the best dog food in America from the get-go. We have already on our social media, more than 30% of the followers on Instagram and Facebook are America-based, or I think America and Canada-based. We are completely in the trend with prebiotics, superfoods, human-grade, bio-organic. We have the European luxury that the Americans are craving. We have launched also in spring this year in America with VistaJets, which is now the biggest global operator of charter planes. They've bought ExoJets in America. And we are the food of choice when you travel with your pet. And between 20 and 30% of all intercontinental flights that are done privately are done because of a pet traveling with its parent. So whenever you get on a VistaJet, you get a little treat bag for your dog with a little blanket, and you get Rockster food, and you get a little menu card with the Rockster food on it. And VistaJet launched Vista Important Pet with us in New York and with Zoe in Los Angeles in April. And in London, Hong Kong, but basically Hong Kong they did by themselves without us, and no dog present. And we have basically in America, we're working together with a wonderful PR agency, which has come up with tons of PR opportunities, marketing opportunities, and there are tons of dog shelters and quite prominent dog shelters, especially you have a lot of Hollywood stars involved with these charities. I said before, we launched at Global Pet in Orlando. This on the left side, you see Animal Wellness, which is, I believe, the biggest animal magazine in the United States and Canada, with 3 or 4 million copies sold each edition. So Rockster is going to be on the next cover of it with a complete, with a couple of pages about his life, his story, and the food. We had Jesse Palmer, who is a very famous former sportsman. He won 2 Emmys for his daytime show in New York. It's called Daily Mail TV. And we had a special about Rockster and his food on American television in New York in beginning of April too. We were approached at the same time by Petco, which is America's second biggest pet retailer. They've done something quite amazing. They have informed Mars that they will not sell any products anymore with chemicals, with GMO manipulated ingredients, which resulted in Mars pulling out all of their products from Petco. And Petco is going one way, they're going in a premium way, because they believe that you would be killing your pets in the end by feeding them rubbish. And so we have very good conversations with Petco. we will go in a strategic partnership relatively soon. Also, Chewy.com is the, I think, second biggest online retailer in America, and that is basically also in an advanced stage in discussions. This is a bit the brand overview, what we have achieved, where we came from, and where we're going to. We are somewhere here now. We have basically the products in America in the next couple of weeks, and basically looking forward to then increase the American business and then move forward with new markets and increase the market presence of Rockster worldwide. We have 2019, again, America is the main news for us. We've launched a new website in Europe and in America with a geolocator. You sadly cannot access the American website from Europe because you can only access it from an American computer while you're in America. But it's a new website, it's a fresher website, it's easier to navigate, and it mirrors also the it reflects our European website onto the American website, and there's a new European website coming under that, coming too with a geolocator. We used to have little pouches in 195 gram packaging. We moved them into little cans because we're trying to go plastic free in the next 12 to 18 months. So all products that we're doing, we are already CO2 neutral, we are bio-organic, we all of that, and I think the next step we're trying to achieve is to be completely plastic free. We have the B word, Brexit, especially for the Brits. It's an interesting story, and some people are in favor of it and some people are against it. We have contingency plans. We will stay with Rockster as a company in the UK, but we might have a subsidiary coming in Europe in order to keep our bio-organic certifications, because in our case, for Britain leaving the European Union, as a British company, we couldn't be bio-organic anymore, which also means we couldn't be USDA organic, and we couldn't be organic in anywhere internationally anymore. So we might have a subsidiary coming that will then distribute the products from the European Union. We are launching now, as we speak, in the next couple of days with Ocado. They have already had the deliveries going into their warehouse, and they have a pet store on Ocado called Fetch. We have secured a potential for dry food produced in the UK, only for the UK market in case of Brexit, in case of a hard Brexit. The online sales are on track. We have launched last year in Lithuania, and Lithuania, as a tiny country with only 2 million people, is doing rather well. Our Lithuanian partners have taken over Estonia and Latvia now, and we're launching next week in Poland with a Polish distributor. And a bit similar, the same strategy what we have done so far. We're going to the best 5 point of sales in the country, and then going to about 25 to 35 by the end of the year, and then growing it organically. We started the import licensing process for Canada because, as Zoe just said, it's the same market, it's the same language, and it's the same product. And it is very similar to the American regulations, just a little bit easier. We found a partner to produce the treats in America going forward. And we have something quite exciting. We found a small factory in Germany that we are sort of looking at, maybe to buy it with a partner, to become completely integrated, to control our own production, to run our own production. It's actually quite close to where we produce at the moment, and we might even take our present producer as a junior partner with us, but to really control the product from A to Z. Always the ongoing capital raising. Brexit has not really been so very helpful in that. We are exhibiting in Las Vegas in August at Super Zoo, and we're doing Pets and Telford in September, which is the first real or big pet fair that we're doing in the UK. And that's Rockster.